Yo, so a few years ago, I made two of the biggest Halloween bridge overlays to ever exist. These two overlays got a combined 10,000 views and several thousand downloads, making them the biggest Halloween overlays ever made. I'm gonna be revisiting my favorite of the two, which is my trick or treat Halloween bridge overlay today. It makes the whole map kind of purple and orange, you know, very festive, kind of Halloween-y color scheme. Even changes the armor colors here, see. Looks really nice. And changes the wool colors quite a bit as well. But I don't know, I thought it'd be cool to bring some more attention to this overlay coming Halloween time. You know, maybe you'll want to play some games this Halloween season. You know, we got a couple weeks left, so might as well. And what a perfect map to queue up on. We actually are queuing up on the Halloween event bridge map here. But I don't know, I love this overlay. I think I would use it more often outside of Halloween if it wasn't for clarity reasons. I like being able to have like new viewers look at my channel and be like, oh, this guy's playing the same bridge I am, just like a little bit different. And I think red versus blue gives off that idea a lot better than whatever this is, orange and green, purple. Just had a little bit of a moment where I forgot basic colors. Out of curiosity, does anyone have any fun plans for Halloween? I feel like trick-or-treating has kind of dissipated, at least in my area. I feel like the past few years, I don't really see trick-or-treaters like that. I think the trick-or-treaters are left in the newer generation, kind of go to very specific neighborhoods. Like you've kind of got like the Halloween neighborhoods that do like extra decorations and stuff like that. But if you're not decked out in full like Halloween decor, you're not really gonna have anybody. I think this last year I saw like a combined like 2 kids out for Halloween, and they didn't even stop by for candy, which made me kind of sad. I guess I wasn't decked out enough for a trick-or-treater to come to where I was staying. But you know, I bought a big bag of candy, so I was just kind of like, well, what am I meant to do with this now? Because I'm not really too big on sweets. Like, I like sweet drinks, but that's kind of it. Also, I don't really know. I'm working Halloween morning, so I'll be available that night for any trick-or-treaters. But I'm not really sure if trick-or-treaters really be going to apartments like that. So I don't know, should I even really bother with buying a bag of candy this year if I'm gonna be living at an apartment? Dude, I feel like they would. I've got like a lot of kids in my little area. Sounds kind of sussy, but there's a lot of kids in my like apartment complex. I feel like they're gonna be going like apartment to apartment, like kind of peeking to see if they've got like a candy box laid outside. So maybe I'll like just try setting one out. I was never too big into trick-or-treating myself, personally. What is going on here, bro? But like I was saying, I was never really too big into trick-or-treating myself because I've never really been too into sweets and I couldn't eat chocolate. So trick-or-treating seemed more tedious to me than anything. And I also grew up in like a pretty poor household, so we couldn't really afford like nice Halloween costumes like that. So our Halloween costumes were like really DIY. But like as a kid, having these like really broke boy Halloween costumes that you reuse like year by year, it's just kind of like, oh, I don't want to be dressed as the same $5 Party City ninja for 3 years in a row. So trick-or-treating very quickly became kind of stale for me. This year though, I'm thinking about maybe probably this next upcoming week, because both me and my girlfriend are working Halloween day. I'm thinking about maybe next week carving out a pumpkin, because I haven't done that in years. And I don't know, I think that could be fun. I'm not having a fun time on this map though. I really do not like this map. Low-key, Convergence might be one of the worst maps, actually. It's just like impossible to score on if you hippo. Maybe I just don't know the tech to score on it like that. But in my opinion, any map that goes out to 15 minutes is a bad map. Oh, also real quick, I think we need to give a big round of applause to this dude, I Get XL. This dude dropped an $8 super chat on my last video. I just want to make it known, like, I see you, Brody. I see the support. What is going on, by the way? What am I meant to do here? Hello? Bro, what is it? There's just a chunk that didn't load in my bridge map. What? I have to go around, bro. Oh no, will I get kicked for this, bro? Help! I don't know what I'm meant to do here, bro. Help! All right, so I just have to go around that thing, I suppose. I don't know when this started becoming an issue in Bridge. I don't know if this is a new thing, but what the hell? But back to what I was saying, your donation, Mr. XL, is most likely gonna go to the candy that I'm gonna buy for trick-or-treater. So thanks for supporting the youth, I suppose. And yeah, I want to make it known that I appreciate everyone's support. Doesn't necessarily need to be a donation, but those are awesome. But just watching the videos and subscribing is awesome. So I appreciate y'all. And speaking of subscribers, we are only like 100 away from 6K, which is really cool. So make sure you guys subscribe, all right? I need that 6K.